So it's going to be a really disappointment not to be able to do that again for the kids.
It's the biggest event on the block every year, but the family behind a haunted house in the northwest community of Panorama Hills doesn't want to be responsible for a Halloween outbreak.
I was planning on maybe trying to separate people on the sidewalk, but when we have 300 people plus on the sidewalk lining up, it's pretty hard to keep them apart.
Moderan's biggest worry is with scaring kids and the risk that comes when they're screaming right in your face.
With them having to be screaming inside a confined area and us having people inside doing scaring, there's no way to keep them safe as well. So unfortunately this year it looks like we cannot do a haunted house.
You should have huge extravagant decorations. I think that's super fun and let people get excited about that. What you shouldn't do is have people gather. So you want to make sure that if people are coming together, they're staying 2 meters apart.
The mayor, who dressed as SEMA Chief Tom Sampson to talk safety on Tuesday, says Halloween isn't cancelled, but you should follow all safety measures and get creative, like using a tube to give out candy.
Just to sort of simulate it, it can go out and there, Your Worship, I'm kind of cheap in the candies that I handed out.
The city says stay with your cohorts, quarantine candy for a day, and if you're not comfortable handing out treats, it's all right to leave the lights off to let kids know.
For the adults out there, this is the year to take a break. Stay home, hand out food to the kids. This is not a year for pub crawls. It's not a year for amazing Halloween parties.
For the Moderan family, that means just going back to basics.
Before we put haunted houses out, we would decorate the yard very, very large, and we still had about 500 kids coming by just for candy.
In Calgary, Crystal Adaris, City News.